Sometimes vegetation change can be a good indicator of differences along the beach line, like in these two data sets here on Low Isles between June of 2023 and January of 2024. So you can see that there is some vegetation difference around here. But it's not always easy just to say there's vegetation or no vegetation. Sometimes those differences might relate to the density of vegetation. So to be able to quantify that or to assess those changes, we need to use different tools rather than just presence and absence. So what we're going to do for that is to use the greenness index. So by clicking on the orthomosaic here, you'll see the style bar pop up, and I'm going to change this from true color to greenness index. Now, when I do that, you'll see this green layer pop over the top. I'm going to do exactly the same for my second layer here and also change that to the greenness index. Now what I can do is look pixel by pixel at the differences between my data sets. And I like to use this tool up here to inspect my data sets. I can change this to all layers, and that will give me information on any pixel that I click on. So as I click on that pixel there, it will give me the greenness index from these two dates. So in January 2024, we have 0.51 and 0.37 for the 2023 data set. So we can actually see that that area has increased in greenness or added vegetation biomass, in another way of saying that. Now we can look at this one step further by using a change detection tool. So if we click on our 2024 data set and then using Control or Command if you're on the Mac to click on the 2023 data set, we can use the Detect Change tool. And when I do this, I want to detect the change on the greenness index and run this model. Now what this is going to do is subtract pixel by pixel, so you can really quickly see where areas have increased in vegetation versus decreased in vegetation. So if I now look and click on areas here, this darker red here, we'll see that we have a negative value here. So that means that we've decreased vegetation there. And some of our brighter values here have positive values or increased vegetation. We can also just change the contrast to make some of those values really pop. So we can really bring up the highlights for areas where we've decreased and areas where we've increased.